Hey guys, in this video I'm going to discuss some of the latest updates that just came out today about the second stimulus check for the US during coronavirus and the latest progress that's been made. So apparently the Democrats and Republicans have possibly come to an agreement that some stimulus checks could be coming out soon. According to CBS News, Donald Trump is eager to move ahead with the payments, and they have a fundamental agreement, although no one is entirely sure what they've agreed upon. As far as how much you could make in the second round of stimulus checks, it could be very similar to the last one, but the qualifications might be different. So they basically have this thing called the HEROES Act that's on the table, which kind of came out around May 2020. And as you can see here, it would offer a larger stimulus payment than the CARES Act. Each member of a household would receive $1,200, including children. The income thresholds would remain the same as under the CARES Act, meaning that single taxpayers earning less than $75,000 and married taxpayers earning a total of $150,000 would receive the full payments. For instance, a family of four whose parents earn less than $150,000 would receive $4,800. This is according to CBS News, of course. So the next question, of course, is qualifications and who's going to qualify. The thing is, some of them think that it should be pretty much the same as last time. According to the HEROES Act, that's pretty much what it is. It would be the same qualifications as last time for the first $1,200 checks. But a lot of the Republicans want it to be maybe lower income thresholds. So for instance, roughly 165 million married and single taxpayers fell below the income thresholds for the first stimulus checks under the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security, or CARES Act. Single taxpayers who earn less than $75,000 and married taxpayers who earn less than $150,000 qualified for the full payments of $1,200 and $2,400 respectively. Payouts declined incrementally until they phased out entirely for single people with annual income exceeding $98,000 and married couples earning more than $199,000. The thing is, what experts say, according to economists with places like Moody's Analytics, apparently the higher income households tend to save the money, especially during the uncertain times, and lower income households tend to spend it as soon as they get it, which stimulates the economy. So Republicans might be wanting to lower the income threshold for the next payments. Mitch McConnell seems to think that it should be around $40,000 or less for people who get the second stimulus check. But Nancy Pelosi questions that and would want an explanation that justifies that number. So according to CNET.com, the people who didn't get the first payment were single taxpayers with an adjusted gross income above $99,000, heads of households with an AGI over $136,500, married couples with an AGI over $198,000, children over 16, and college students under age 24, and non-resident aliens as defined by the U.S. government. Also, according to CNET, the guidelines for the HEROES Act proposed in mid-May of 2020 by the House of Representatives would actually be a broader set of eligibility parameters suggested than it was for the CARES Act, which includes individuals who made less than $99,000 according to the adjusted gross income from their 2018 or 2019 taxes, whichever was most recently filed, college students, dependents over 17, disabled relatives and taxpayers' parents, families of up to 5 people, SSDI recipients, and people who aren't U.S. citizens and do file tax returns, pay taxes, and otherwise comply with federal tax law using an individual taxpayer identification number instead of a social security number would qualify for the new proposal set back in May of 2020. There is also a calculator you can use. You can go to omnicalculator.com/finance/stimulus-heroes to check and see under the current provisions of the HEROES Act that was proposed in mid-May of 2020 whether or not you would qualify for the check and how much you might get. It'll go based on filing status, dependents, your income, and things like that. So you can calculate your payment there and how old you are. Those are some of the things that you would use to qualify. As far as when the next payment could be coming, it looks like August is what the government is shooting for. So they could be issued as early as August. President Trump's preference is to make sure we send out direct payments quickly so that in August people get more money, according to a quote on CNBC News. Trump also told Fox News earlier this month that he's in favor of providing a second round of payments, and it is also believed that they think this could help win the election in November. In other related news to this, unemployment is going to be coming to an end, or at least the way it has been, and the $600 per week that you've been getting, or that some people have been getting, is supposed to come to an end here in July. So according to the Chicago Tribune, the $600 weekly bonus is technically set to expire July 31st, and this is actually the last week recipients will get them. So actually the week before the week of the 31st is probably the last week that people getting the $600 weekly bonuses from unemployment will get their last check, and then after that they'll have to come up with some sort of new proposal. So this is just some of the latest news that just came out here on the 24th of July, according to the top sources here on the stimulus check subject. So hopefully this was helpful. Let me know if you want more updates like this in the future, and I'll see you in the next video.